Hello everyone. A big welcome to all the students and subscribers of Biotechnica to this video. Now in this video, myself Tithi Saha, as you all know me as Tithi ma'am. So I will be discussing some of the effective strategies that will help you prepare for the GATE Biotech exam. Okay, so although I will be specifically focusing on GATE Biotech exam, but definitely you can apply the same information if you are preparing for any other competitive exam as well. So stay with me till the end of this video. Students, so I have noticed that many of you have a job, and along with that you are preparing for GATE Biotech exam in order to make your future job prospects better, right? And at the time, like many of you are studying and you want to pursue your PhD from IITs and IISCs, and that's why you are preparing for your GATE Biotech exam simultaneously with your BTech preparation. Now, the major struggle, so definitely it is achievable, but you all face a major struggle of how to balance the GATE preparation along with the other day job that you have, whether it is studying again for your BTech exam or studying for your MSc exam, or it is a job that you are doing along with the GATE preparation. So this video is for you, all the busy GATE Biotech aspirants. So today I'm going to give you a study plan which will help you to excel in GATE Biotech along with having a balance with your day job. Okay, so let's get started. So what all things we'll be covering in this particular video? So I will be talking about the study plan. Okay, now I have divided the study plan because usually the work days will be your the weekdays, right? And most of you will have a week off or 2 days of week off, right? So it will be either Saturday, Sunday, or if you are in a job where Saturday, Sundays are working, then in one of the day of the week or twice a day of the week will be your weekly off. So I have devised the study plan accordingly. So what will be, so I have divided it into two parts majorly. One will be study plan for your daily routine along with your day job. And there is a weekend or holiday study plan which you can apply on those days in when you don't have the college or you don't have to go to your office. Okay, so how you can utilize those 24 hours in your study plan. And also I have added some bonus hours. Okay, so I will give you tips in some of the bonus hours, which as such, if you see in the day, you don't have time, but there are certain small pockets of time which you can again take away from your work, from your daily work, and you can utilize it for studying for GATE Biotech exam. Okay, so I'll be giving you an idea about those bonus hours as well. And not only that, at the end, I will also give you some tips about some of the study techniques, advanced study techniques that will help you improve your productivity. Because when you are in a time crunch situation, definitely if you have higher productivity, you will be able to cover more ground, right? Okay, so let's get started. We will start with the daily study plan. Now, daily study plan. So assuming I have designed this daily study plan, assuming that you have a job from 9 AM to 5 PM. Okay, now definitely if you have any working hour which is away from this, which is different from this time, so you can modify the study plan. All right. So supposedly your work starts at 9 AM and for that you have to get ready. You have to start getting ready by let's say 7:30. So I have kept a daily morning session, okay, which will be from 6 to 7:30. All right, so you have to make sure that you wake up by 5:30 or 5:45 so that you can freshen up and start your study session exactly at 6. Okay, now 6 to 7:30, what all things you should do? Focus on the difficult subjects or topics that require deep understanding. Now, why so? Because when you have a good night's sleep and when you wake up fresh in the morning, your mind is completely fresh. Okay, it's like an empty box. Now when you have empty box, definitely you can pour more things, right? If a box is 90% full, then it becomes difficult to pour in more. So just imagine that your brain is like that empty box, and that is what happens in the morning. You are fresh, your brain is completely empty right now. Okay, and then you can add more information, and your brain can also focus more on the difficult topics at that point. Okay, so focus on difficult topics and subjects at that time. So 6 to 7:30 will be the time where you focus more on the difficult subjects. Okay, so for that, before you design your session, so definitely if you are starting your morning session at 6 o'clock in the morning, so you cannot decide on what to study at 6 o'clock. What you have to do, one day before, at night only, you have to prepare, and you have to have a clear thought what you want to do in this 90 minutes. Okay, so this 90 minutes, remember, is going to be the most productive time of your day. So you have to plan for it before. You cannot waste any minute from this 90 minutes for planning. Okay, so everything has to be done one day before. All right, so choose some difficult subject or in the syllabus, whichever is your weakness. Okay, so you can work on them during this morning hour. So you can choose subjects like molecular biology or bioprocess engineering, which are extremely important for your GATE exam and also needs the deeper understanding. Okay, and as you know that morning hours are the quiet time, so utilize it for undistracted study. Okay, so right now in the morning, nobody needs you, there is no emergency, so please keep your phone. That is the biggest distraction nowadays, so please keep your phone on silent mode and keep it away so that you don't get distracted, and completely focus for this 90 minutes. Okay, so if you are doing it properly, you will feel very, very happy and very, very accomplished after the end of this 90 minutes. Okay, now next, so as I told you that assuming that you have a job from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. so definitely it won't be possible for you to devote multiple hours in that time. Okay, so our next study session will start in the evening. So supposedly you come back, your work gets over at 5, so you come back by 6, 1 hour, you can refresh, relax, and your next study session starts from 7. Okay, now 7 to 9. Now 7 to 9, what all things you should do? You should first revise what you have studied in the morning. So remember, whenever you are preparing for any kind of exam, revision is extremely important, because by revising, what we are doing is we are forcing our brain to search for the information and bring it up. Okay, so more the brain search for it, more it more frequently it brings it up. With every revision, the brain will store that information in the memory of that information will be stronger. Okay, so revise whatever you have studied in the morning during this 7 to 9. First will be revision. Now after you have revised, what you have to do, remember, you are preparing for competitive exams, so you have to practice questions. All right, so practice problems, quizzes, and previous year GATE paper. Allocate 30 minutes of a quick review of topic you find challenging. Okay, and also when you are doing this quizzes and the previous year papers, right? So when you are doing it, you have to identify what are the areas, from which areas you are able to answer very easily, or what are the areas where you are struggling. Okay, so the ones where you are struggling, that means those are your weaknesses and you have to focus more on that. Okay, but again, one more very important thing, that when you are focusing on your weaknesses, you should keep working on your strengths also. Okay, it should not happen that your weaknesses become stronger, but what was your strength now had become your weakness. Okay, so then it will go like a loop. That should not happen. Okay, so you have to work little bit lesser on those topics where you are strong enough, but work on that as well, and work more on those topics which are your weaknesses. Okay, now till 9, so 7 to 9 you have devoted good 2 hours study time. Okay, again make sure that it is completely distraction free. Then 9 to 10 you can have your dinner, and then the night session will start and you can have 1 hour. Okay, 10 to 11, right? Or you can even stretch it to 11:30 if you are okay. Okay, if you are feeling any kind of physical strain, so I will say that don't do it, because night sleep is extremely important for brain to again store all the informations properly. Okay, so when whatever we have studied, so that needs to be stored properly in our brain, and for that sleep is extremely important. And just giving you something out of the context. So if you have studied the movie Inside Out, okay, so you will agree with me, in that movie also they show that when Riley is sleeping, that is when all her memories are getting stored, right, and sorted properly. So sleep is extremely important. Yeah, coming back to the topic. So in night hours, what you will do is summarize the key points. Okay, again, whatever you have studied whole day, summarize it and make short notes. All right. Now, when you are making notes, it's extremely, again, important, or try to do it, that write notes on your own words. Okay, so don't try to copy it from any book and all. That won't be that effective. What will be effective is that you study it, you understand, and then write note on in your own words. Okay, so that will be very, very effective. And review flashcards or summaries before sleeping. Okay, and along with that, what you will do, you will prepare, or you will get ready for what will you study in the next day morning. Okay, so prepare study material for next day morning session. Okay, that also has to be done in the night only. Okay, so that, as I told you, not a single minute of your morning session can be wasted. Okay, now, so that this should be your daily study routine, along with balancing your day job, whether it is a work that you are doing or you are going for colleges. Okay, whatever it is. So along with that, this is the daily study plan. Now I have got a different plan for weekends. Why? Because in weekend you are not going for your job, okay, or you're not going to college. So now you have more hours to do, right? So what you can do is, again, wake up at 7. So your study session now can start from 7. So you get 1 extra hour of sleep for the weekends. Now the study session should be a good 3-hour session from 7 to 10. So cover new topics or complete those left unfinished during the week. Okay, so if you are going to any of the coaching classes, right, so and you have because of your daily schedule or the daily work pressure, you have not been able to complete all the topics that were covered in the week. So use this morning time in weekend to complete all the unfinished topics from the week. Okay, and whatever topics you have studied, that also have to be revised. Okay, so at 10 o'clock, if you so after good 3 hours of study, you can take a break. Next will be your afternoon session, which will be 2 to 5. Okay, now this is the time which might be little difficult because we feel drowsy at that time. Okay, so if you keep on studying or if you are reading something, I will suggest don't do it at this time, because anyways you will not be able to focus. You will just feel sleepy, and most of the times you will sleep with notes in your hand. So that is not suggestible. So what you do instead of studying, okay, instead of reading something, you take mock tests. So when you are taking mock tests, your brain is more active and you will not feel that sleepy. Okay, so use this weekend afternoon session for solving sample papers and mock test under timed condition. This is very important for your overall preparation for any competitive exam, that you practice the mock test and the previous year papers in a timed condition. Okay, so that will make you learn time management as well. Okay, now after 5 o'clock, again you can have a small snack break, and then you can start your session from 6 to 8. Okay, now you can also start it if you want a little bit more break, so you can start it from 7 as well, and like daily how you do, and keep it to 9 till 9. Okay, 7 to 9. So evening session will be like whatever test you have given in 2 to 5, right? So analyze the test result. Now by analyzing the test result, what it means is that you find out which are the questions where you are able to answer very confidently and easily, and which are the segments where you need help. Okay, so identify your weak areas and review them. Okay, so see them again, see the concepts again, and try the question to check whether you are able to solve them or not. Okay, and again after your dinner times, after this you can have your dinner time, and again after your dinner time prepare for next day. Okay, this is an extremely important thing that you should inculcate in your daily and daily routine, that prepare for next day, what topic you will cover, which unit you will cover, which section of the syllabus you will cover, that you should know one day before. Okay, right. Now this was daily plan and weekend plan. Okay, now there are certain bonus hours. The bonus hours are the one which we often ignore or in our daily schedule, because they are not present as longer hours. It is just present as small pockets. Okay, but we have to make them use effectively. Okay, so what all are the bonus hours? The very first bonus hour is your commute time. Okay, now definitely if your work or college is very close, 10 to 15 minutes, all right, not that much time to invest in study. But yes, most of us, we stay in big cities, and then there is traffic, there is longer commute time, so you can utilize this commute time. Okay, next one is your lunch break. Okay, and the third bonus time that you can find is during waiting times. Okay, so what all can be done? So during commute time, okay, if you have longer commute time, so you can listen to recorded lectures. So if you are a student of Biotechnica, so you can listen to our recorded lectures. You know, all our lectures are recorded, so you can listen to the recorded lectures or podcast during this commute time. Okay, just put on your earphones and you can listen. In fact, this video that has come in Biotechnica's YouTube channel, that also you can listen during your commute time. Okay, or audio notes related to GATE topics. Okay, so this kind of thing you can do. So instead of just listening to music and all, you can use your commute time for listening to the recorded lectures, podcast, or audio notes. Next is your lunch break. So usually everybody has a break of 30 to 45 minutes. Now we don't need so much time for eating, right? So you can finish your lunch in 10 to 15 minutes. If you need a break of 5 minutes, still fine. And then you utilize rest of your lunch break for reviewing flashcards and solving few MCQ. Okay, now definitely don't use this times for studying complex topics or the topics that you are seeing for the first time. Okay, that will be very difficult, because you will not be able to focus and you will not even have enough time. Okay, so do something that can be done in short time. So reviewing flashcards. So always carry flashcards with you. Okay, and when you are making notes and all, so that is very important that you make flashcards as well. They are extreme good way of studying. It's a very conventional way, okay, very old traditional way of revising, but still it is very effective. And next is waiting times. Okay, now waiting times, like if you are waiting between your lectures, or you are waiting between your meetings, or you are waiting for your bus. Okay, so any of these waiting times can be utilized again for the study. Okay, so utilize time to go through a quick topic or revise notes. All right, so your notes, your flashcards should always be with you, so that wherever you have time, then on daily basis, you can utilize that time to use it. Okay, and also if you are working in a lab, and also when you have set it up your experiment, so between the experiment, if there is time, that also can be utilized for revising the notes. So that was all about the study plan, guys. Now let me tell you some of the techniques to improve productivity. So as I told you, when you are in a time crunch situation, so you have to use every single minute of your time very effectively, right? So I'm going to tell you some of the methods or techniques which can improve your productivity. The very first technique, Pomodoro Technique, and I know this is one of the classical technique for higher productivity, and many of you should be already aware of it. So in Pomodoro Technique, what we do is break study sessions into 25-minute focused intervals followed by 5-minute break. Okay, so every study session will be of 25 minutes followed by a break of 5 minutes. Okay, that will make it 30 minutes, and again you start the study session of 25 minutes with 5 minutes break. Okay, and after 4 such sessions, means after you have completed 2 hours of solid study, you can take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. Okay, so this 25 minute and plus 5 minutes of break time, that is called one Pomodoro. Pomodoro basically refers to tomatoes. So in Pomodoro technique, so we will try to cover as many Pomodoros possible. Okay, as many collect as many Pomodoros possible. But for this technique to work, what you have to do, your study session, this Pomodoro sessions or the study sessions have to be completely distraction free. Complete distraction free it has to be. Okay, so make sure you put your phone on silent mode, don't even have to look at it. Okay, and complete distraction free study session should be. Next is active learning. Now active learning is extremely effective way. So engage with the material through questions. Okay, so don't just read the material or study from it. Try to ask questions, okay, to yourself only, or teaching someone else. So for this matter, it will be very helpful if you have a group, if you have a study group. Okay, so in study group, you all can decide on a topic, and one person discusses it one day, the next person discusses it on another topic on next day. Okay, so this study groups will help. Now, in case you don't have a study group and you are preparing on your own, so what you can do is pretend that you only are student, okay, or pretend something, keep a bottle in front of it and pretend that that is the student, okay, and explain the bottle whatever you have learned in your own words. Okay, so that is again important, that you have to summarize the topic in your own words. All right, and when you are summarizing it in your own words, at the same time you can make notes also, but in your own words. Please do not copy it from any book or any PPT or any study material that you have. That will just be a waste of time. Okay, that won't be that effective. So if you are making notes, so study, understand, and then write it in your own words. Next is prioritize high impact topics, which is very important, and this is where smart work comes into play. Okay, so yes, we have to do hard work, but if you do hard work smartly, that will be even more productive, right? So find out what are the topics or what are the segments of the syllabus which are high impact topics, means most of the time questions come from there. So in GATE BT, I can tell you biochemistry, then bioprocess engineering, then the techniques part, right? Recombinant DNA technology, the section 7, the entire section 7, where there are many techniques and tools involved. Engineering mathematics. So these are the segments from where a lot of questions do come. All right, so prioritize, find these high impact topics and start your preparation with them. So prioritize according to your strength and weaknesses, along with the topics which are asked more in the exam. Next, taking smart notes. So as I told you, create concise notes with bullet points, flow charts and diagrams. Okay, so one thing you have to keep in your mind, that when you are making the notes have to be in your own words. So notes are not only for you to understand now, but it is also for your revision. Okay, so notes will be used for your revision. So when you are making notes, make sure that you keep all these things in mind. Write it in bullets, make mind maps, do comparison tables, so that at the time of revision, it becomes extremely easier for you. Then revision, review and revise regularly, which is very, very important. So revision is very crucial. You have to keep on revising again and again. So spaced revision technique is one technique that you can follow for this. I'm writing it here. Spaced revision technique. Okay, and the last will be practice. So what all you have to practice? Practice mock tests, practice previous year question papers, practice the questions which are given at the back of all these topics that are there in the syllabus. Okay, so analyze, and after you're taking up this test, so always analyze mistakes and work on them systematically. All right, and like when you are solving the previous year papers, right? So that not only gives you an idea, so that serves multiple purpose. Okay, so first of all, when you are doing this mock test, so always do it in a timed condition, so that you know how to do the time management. Along with that, when you are solving the previous year papers, so those papers, they give you an idea about what kind of question you can expect. Okay, and that also helps you in understanding how to approach these questions to get them correct. Okay, so these are the different techniques that you should do to improve your productivity. So thank you everyone for watching the video and staying with me till the end. I really hope that the things that I have shared with you in this video is effective and you find it helpful. So please let me know in the comment section, how was it? Do you agree with it? If you try these techniques, please do let us know whether it worked for you or not, or if you have any further suggestions, please don't hesitate to give us. Thank you everyone for watching the video. Bye bye. Have a great day.